Hello and welcome back to Kirsten's Cove. So today's video, like I mentioned last time, is going to be books as Taylor Swift songs. And as I was doing this, it kind of morphed into character relationships as Taylor Swift songs. And in true Taylor Swift fashion, I ended up with 13 of them. There probably could be significantly more, so this is probably something that I'll eventually come back to and do a part 2 for, but we're here now. Alright, so kicking it off, wanted to give a little explanation by some of these. I like reading books to soundtrack sometimes. When I was in Chicago, I would often be on the train reading, and I just didn't want anyone to talk with me at all. So I would put in headphones and listen to music. If the books had a adaptation into like a TV show or a movie, I would try to like listen to that soundtrack as I read the books, but if it didn't, I often just listened to Taylor Swift. So that's how some of these came about. I listened, when I read a lot of the Shadowhunter books, I was listening to Folklore and Evermore, and now just they seem to coincide with each other. So, starting off, number 1, I'm going to go with the book or the show, or like the book of the characters first, and then I'll do the song. Okay, so starting off at number 1, we have Jem and Tessa from The Infernal Devices with Timeless. If you know Jem and Tessa from the Shadowhunter world, then you know their love is absolutely timeless. Them finding each other again after what, like 150 years or something like that, like it absolutely timeless. And then reading through the Ghosts of the Shadowhunter market, like, yes. So number 2, another Infernal Devices Tessa one, Will and Tessa, or even just Infernal Devices as the Lakes. That song, part of it, like, that's like my favorite Taylor Swift song, and I think part of it is just like I was listening to that song as I read this, and it just feels like it almost sums it up. So number 3, sorry, I have my handy dandy iPad that I am reading all of these off of. There's no way I can remember them. Sticking with Shadowhunters, we have Emma and Julian from The Dark Artifices as Illicit Affairs. And this is from them, and actually through most of it, because when we look at the lyrics, that's the wrong lyrics. Because when we look at the lyrics of make sure nobody sees you leave, tell your friends you're out for a run, you're flushed when you return, because I had to hide the relationship for so long, I think that the song fits so perfectly. When I first heard it, I was just like, this one. Okay, so number 4 is more, so it's the Percy Jackson OG series. It's kind of more like my feelings about it, because, so I paired it with Never Grow Up, just because I never wanted those kids to grow up, but like also the gods didn't want Percy, Nico, Bianca, or Talia to grow up because they didn't want them to fulfill the prophecy, but like different kind of never grow up type of feelings towards it. I just wanted it to stay frozen in time, just because I loved it so much. Number 5. All right, moving on. So we're kind of getting out of the like Shadowhunter YA. People We Meet on Vacation. Typical friends to lovers type of book. So I have it with the epic friends to lover song, You Belong With Me. Doesn't fit like the situation in the song exactly, but like that's an epic friends to lover song with an epic friends to lover book. So it's getting paired. All right, another one, November 9 with Sparks Fly. Just because like we see Ben and Valen, like especially like in the middle of like the drop everything now, meet me in the pouring rain, like that like YA romance Wattpad type of love, like in the song fits the book, which I've already kind of talked about that a little bit in different videos. So like I think that fits. It has like the same like energy, the same vibes. All right, next, another Emily Henry book. We have Book Lovers, And now I have two songs that can go with this. We have Champagne Problems because Nora cannot figure her stuff out. And she can't really give like good explanation about why not getting married. So like kind of. But I think the more appropriate one is Anti-Hero because the whole book is like anti-Hallmark. And I think that just fits. Especially the it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Like, it fits. Okay, so number 8, not going to give too much into detail because this is a mystery book and I'm not mad about spoilers for like romance books, but like mystery books, especially with a twist. So 8, Silent Patient and No Body, No Crime. You get revenge, honey. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Anyway, number 9, this is a book I think is a little bit less popular than the others. The Wife Between Us. And I paired it with You're on Your Own, Kid, especially with like the lines, I hosted parties and starved my body. The main character really did everything she could to please her husband and have a child, and he ended up leaving her. Like she did all that. She hosted the parties and she became a shell of herself for him, and then he just left. So I think it fit so well. Okay, so number 10, Midnight Library. I think honestly just fits the whole Midnight's album really well, of just like the concept of the Midnight's album, of like those thoughts that you have late at night, things that maybe you wish you would have changed. That's literally what Midnight's Library is all about, of the what ifs. So yeah. Number 11, this is another mystery book, so like not gonna go too much into it, but Hunting Party by Lucy Foley and Ready for It. I'm gonna let you read the book and figure that one out for yourself. Yeah. So the next one, Crown of Midnight / Kale and Selena, and if I said that wrong, no, I didn't. I'm pairing it with Exile, of just the lyrics. Hold on, let me. Exile. Like, we have, I think I've seen this film before. There's no amount of crying I can do for you all this time. We always walked a very thin line. You didn't even hear me out. You never gave me a warning sign. I think it's almost like a conversation between the two of them. Like, especially with like the chorus. I think I've seen this film before. I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore, so what am I defending now? You're my town, and now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before. Like, feels like it's Selena talking to Kale. And then other parts, it seems like Kale's like talking to Selena. It almost seems like a conversation back between the two of them, which I think works really well. All right. 13, lucky 13, for Miss Taylor Swift. Reese and Feyre / Aileen, because I think it fits all three of them. And Mastermind. I think that this one, like, as soon as a lot of us heard Mastermind, a lot of people who have read those books were like, yep, I think it fits Aileen a little bit more. I know people right away were just like, this is like Reese's song, oh my gosh. But like, Reese didn't necessarily plan everything with Feyre. Like, fate kind of did it. Like, they were mates. Like, there's only so much, like, their fate planned it. I guess the cereal kind of planned it for him. But also, like, Aileen, like, specifically was a huge mastermind and, like, laid things out months in advance. Just so much. Like, the amount of, like, planning that she had to make sure that everything was in place. So I think that Mastermind fits her a little bit better, but, like, fits both pretty well. Okay, so that is the 13. There's probably going to be a part 2 to this one day. Is there any songs that you, like, from Taylor Swift that you're like, that is this book 100%? Oh my gosh, this book, like, absolutely. I want to hear it. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Make sure to like and subscribe for more bookish content and maybe some more Taylor Swift content. We will see. And then once the strike is over, we'll get back to the TV content, which I have so many ideas for when the strike is over. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.